Been a tough week, huh?
Who? No, not really.
Feds are cracking down on you. You can't be chasing future Hendrix around the airport, buddy.
Yo, that's crazy. You know what? I read that. One of his I know which one of his homies did it.
You're getting your just desserts.
No, this real shit.
You were there.
I was definitely there.
You did it.
No, but the crazy part about it is,
you hear what Adam said, you did it. You did it. Yeah. Adam knows, but Adam is about business. Adam don't care if someone gets arrested. You know, Adam is a civilian. This is content. This is his business. He doesn't care who goes to jail. Straight up. You know, people that look at the situation for what it is, you know, we like, damn, this just ain't right. You just deliberately sending people in that direction and you acting like you not. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all y'all that rock with the channel, man. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Shout out to all y'all.
One of his homies told the feds that.
One of Future's homies.
That ain't got nothing to do with Future. One of Big U homies.
I'm
gonna tell you how I know.
Okay.
And when you hear him say this is just wild. One of his homies said this. You said this specifically out of your mouth, and he said one of Big U's homies told the feds. And he knows this. Now that's you just thinking that people are gonna believe you. And I think a lot of people are not believing his BS no more. But you know, you still got a few people that believe him. But I think a lot of people don't believe him.
Okay.
I know who was running with Big U back then.
Mm-hmm.
So I know who he's talking to and conversing with.
Okay.
And I think maybe Big U might have kind of, if he did do the little white lie, I'm gonna tell you why. He was never touched. See, he was never touched.
Because he ran down the tarmac, right?
He was trotting. He was never touched. That's the crazy part. So when I'm reading it and it says Big U and his homies, and then it said he was assaulted. Now, a couple days before that, I think you pulled it up before him and his security got took off onto the club, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was in Hollywood. But when I'm reading it, all the shit, like he got one thing in there where they're saying the other dude had a gun, where they went to a weed shop. These is all his codees.
This is who the people out there in LA trusted, though. You gotta watch who you trust. Everybody that say they your homie, that say that they gang and on Paru and on 6-0, they not your homie. Everybody that say they riding with you, they not riding with you. This is who these guys trusted. You know, they really put trust in this individual, and he turned on all of them. Not some of them, all of them. Once they noticed that things wasn't right about him, and he seen that people weren't dealing with him, he turned on everybody. And he's been on a mission ever since. Straight up. He was expecting for everybody to accept him, and he turned on them as he wanted to gradually, and they still embrace him, right? But when everybody started cutting him off, he's been on a mission ever since. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. Shout out to all y'all that rock with the channel. Appreciate that, bro.
Everybody that's out on bail, right? Because he was never touched. And it's not a charge, it's an overt act. They ain't charging for no assault on Future. A lot of these motherfuckers is dumb. It's an overt act, but
but they're adding it to
the
case against Big U, right?
No, it's really like goes towards character.
Okay.
It's not a charge. Like, he doesn't have a assault charge on Future.
Oh, okay.
This is why when everybody's saying Future told in this, Future or Sierra She was there. We'll say dude was assaulted.
Nobody said Future told anything though. Not one. I haven't heard not one person say Future told anything. You said that. Everybody's saying Future told. Nah. Everybody's saying you did. Nobody's saying anything about Future did anything. Everybody's saying we heard this from you. Not Future did anything. You know, dude just lies about every single thing. This is a fact. You know, you implicated Future, Birdman, Trick, Hop, and everybody else, and then said you was in the middle of collecting this debt as if it was legal for you to even trot behind him or run behind him and grab the phone and, yo, you owe that bag. You owe that bag. Like, hold up, man. Man, there's a process if someone owes you money, right? And he's online saying, like, it's legit for you to say, call somebody up and say, yo, I need that. Get my money and run down on them and press them. Nah, you can't intimidate somebody that owes you to pay you. That's a crime. You're saying that you intimidated Future to pay and Birdman paid Trick, and you're acting like that shit was legal. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button, man. Shout out to all y'all that rock with the channel. This is crazy work.
Okay.
There's no way they can say that.
And what was your involvement in this then?
I'm the one, I talked to Future.
But you're mentioned in the paperwork?
I'm not mentioned paperwork.
What did you say to, but then why is everybody putting your name in it?
Because I told this story years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I told the story years ago.
Okay.
Right? So they're saying, oh, this is what Wack said. So in their head, if you go listen, Wack always said, Big U didn't do shit.
Right.
He stayed behind. So for them to have some shit in there, unless a whole nother situation happened.
Right.
He says, Wack always said, Future didn't have anything. I mean, Big U didn't have anything to do with anything. He stayed behind. And you're saying you did it, but Big U is the one accused of it. Like, I don't understand how he really sits here and thinks that he makes sense. This is what gets me. I don't know how this man sits here and thinks that this makes sense. Literally. Big U didn't do nothing. He stayed behind. You did it, but they're accusing Big U of it. That shit doesn't make sense at all. Not one bit. Smash the like button. Hit that subscribe button.
That I don't know about. But Future was not touched, assaulted, nothing.
Okay.
It was a conversation.
A little jog.
Little trot.
Chase after him a little bit.
It was a little trot.
Okay.
You know, you ain't finna be running through LAX.
Yeah.
That's just, you're not gonna do that.
Awkward.
It was a little trot. You know what I mean? So it was something that people wouldn't notice. But when I seen he was assaulted, I said one of his homeboys, all that shit, bro. One of his homeboys and took that, and he's gonna take the stand and testify to that. He can't testify he was there, because that's where it's fucked up at. But I don't think it's gonna be testifying because it's an overt act, because we were already checked in. So whoever that is would have to say they were in the airport.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So that whole thing though is like that's the.
It's crazy that, you know, he's the one that tells this story. He's the one that implicates everybody. But he acts like nobody understands that though. That's what's wild. Nobody else ever said this story but him. It ain't like he can say it was already on the internet. You know, he's just reading the paperwork, the content, as he would always say about things. He is the person himself who says this, and he acts like he didn't say it. It's somebody else. Now, I didn't give the information. Somebody else, they told. They was the one that told them people. Nah, you did. And you only.
The only new federal charge that they added?
No.
What else did they add?
Oh, you keep saying federal charges. Federal charges is sex trafficking, I think attempted murder, a plot for murder for hire on the witness, which is monster.
But that's current, right?
Yeah, this current. Now, this is the real charges.
Yeah.
New charges. So I guess the taco lady probably went and told about some more delivered the shit.
Okay.
Because she trying to get out of it. And I don't know why Big U went for the play.
What was the play?
Because they said he hired 2 Bloods in there, right? To go unalive Monster. But see, Monster's in the hole. So now when I'm sitting back doing the math, watching how Monster been working, right? I'd have already said, I'm like, look, bro, I think on extortion shit, I really believe Monster probably owed Big U some money. And because Monster had been working since 2020, probably went to the feds, like, hey, this dude right here is doing this. Can I work some more time off? Y'all give me the money to pay him. Y'all surveillance it, boom, boom, boom. I really think Monster owed Big U some money. That's what was going on.
I want people to understand this, right? That's not what happened. This is what he wants to try to manipulate people to believe because he's heard other YouTubers say this. In order to pull himself away from it, you know, that's one thing that he does. He listens to some of these YouTubers that come up with these bogus theories that feel like they're protecting Big U online. And if it's something that he can use for his narrative to make him look a certain way, he'll use it. Now he's saying, you know, Big U wasn't extorting Monster, he owed it. I've heard other YouTubers say this bogus thing here, but he knows that Big U was pressing everybody. Straight up. This here is another way for him to manipulate the brain. Yeah, I'm going to just say this. And some people will go for it. You know, some people that, you know, want to believe certain things that he's putting out there, they'll go for it. But if you got common sense, you'll understand that Big U wasn't just extorting some people. He was extorting everybody. Basketball players, football players, entertainers, rappers, food truck people. You know, if you wanted to come do a movie, a video in the 60s, you had to check in. Straight up. That was his MO. Yeah. He liked to put pressure on people for his money. Straight up. We just being real. You know? Wicked100, we all know was scared of Big U. We all know this. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So, he know he couldn't do nothing with the man. It's the only way he could do what he wanted to do. And he get to talk his shit. Big U's in jail. He can't do nothing. He did his service. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. Shout out to all y'all that rock with the channel.
So now you got Monster sitting in the hole. All of a sudden, 2 Bloods gonna tell you they can get the Monster. They're gonna come talk to you about Monster, Big U. But where he fucked up at, for what they're saying, he offered them, I don't know, $1,000 each
to take this witness out, but we don't know who the witness is.
It's
right?
Monster.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is the one he was extorting.
Okay.
He's in there, right? So imagine this. Imagine you're Monster.
Right.
And for the last 6 years, you've been working off time setting this dude up.
Uh-huh.
I'm a blood, it's another blood. You like, hey, look, nigga, I can set it up where we can get some more time knocked off. You go approach him, tell him, boom, 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 boom. And then when y'all come to move on us, it's gonna all go away. They're gonna give him another case. We gonna get some more time off because Monster's in the hole.
Right.
But I'm like, Big U, what makes you think these dudes could get to him in the hole?
Right.
What, like, who's just gonna come volunteer?
Maybe they just told him that they thought they would be capable, or maybe he's not gonna be in the hole forever.
Bro, listen, $1,000.
That was pretty cheap.
And I'm sure they was either wired. I hope he didn't have the money sent. The money got sent because, you know, they on these phones.
Uh-huh.
You know, they think they talking in code.
Yeah.
But certain shit, hey, and, you know, the dude.
If somebody ran with you for 18 years, which he's said multiple times, you know, that he's ran with Big U for 18 years. If someone ran with you for 18 years and is this consistent about making sure you never come home again, you gotta understand they were intimidated by you. You gotta understand that they don't want you to see the light of day again. And they really want you to suffer in a jail cell. And Wicked100 sitting here acting, you know, like he doesn't at times. Nah, man, you know, Big U, I don't see him doing this and doing that. It's all a mind game. He doesn't want Big U to ever see the day of light again. Yeah, he wants Big U to be behind the walls forever. Yeah, that's his whole goal. You know, he started thinking about his life and Big U's life. Yeah, which one is more important? Yeah, he's not going to go put no street work in and all that gangster stuff he's talking about. He doesn't do that. That's not him. Big U wants to put the street work in. He says that you should deal with a black man in the street. Not Wicked100. He's going to deal with a black man in the jail cell. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button.
Who's just working with the feds gonna tell him, I got him sending the money here. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So those two counts, he had a sex count, sex trafficking. It's like 7 more counts. Wire fraud.
So they're digging in
2
deeper,
counts.
huh? Paper Chaser donated $10. Said, Adam, pull up the clip of Wax speaking on it. Big U is being charged with extortion on Future because Wax said that he owed Trick money. So if Wack don't get charged, we know why.
Big U doesn't have a charge, you dummy. Show me the charge.
And he thinks that he's making sense when he says this. He literally thinks that he's making sense. Show me a charge. If the feds are alleging that Big U committed this act of violence and they put it in there publicly to the people, it's being used against him. It ain't about if it's a charge. It's being used against him to show his history and his character and his involvement in criminal activity. And it came from out of your mouth. Can we be real? Let's just be real, man. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button.
A Big U with extortion Future. First of all, you need Future.
Uh-huh.
Second of all, Future never paid Trick.
But they're using your words to make these statements, right?
Didn't say all my words.
Yeah.
Future tossed his phone.
Right.
It was somebody on the phone who said, Wack, I know about the debt, I'm going to cover it. bro gonna get paid. It was a real debt. This ain't, see, extortion is when you go and making a motherfucker pay you.
Right.
Is he serious? He already done told us Birdman paid the debt. Stunner was on the phone. He paid the debt, right? This is why Birdman done with him. This done reignited a fire. Birdman's done with Wicked100. Yeah. And he said extortion is making somebody pay a debt. If you run behind somebody in the airport and say, you owe this money, you gotta pay this debt, that's making somebody pay a debt. How is he sitting here literally acting like people don't understand what extortion is, though? You run behind someone and say, pay this debt, and they give you a phone to talk to somebody else and they pay the debt, that's extortion. What is he talking about? Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate that, Highway Runner. Rich Homie Quan said it was Big U and Wack together. That's a fact. That is a fact. They were together. They were doing this together.
A motherfucker got a real debt with you? Owe you some real money? I just got off the phone with a motherfucker owe me $10,000. Where my money at? Every time I see you, every chance I get, I'm at you by my, this is real money. I can show.
That's a lie. That's a lie. You owed the trainer $12,000, $12,500 for training Blueface. The man called you and asked you, about his money. You went off, right? And all he did was ask you. Said he was going to take some legal action. You went all the way off. And you talking about you called somebody that owed you $10,000. Who are you lending $10,000 to? Who are you doing something for without being paid your money? You didn't have that energy for Aiden Ross over $350,000. Not one bit. So you mean to tell me you had this energy for $10,000 for somebody? Aiden Ross owed y'all $350,000 for the boxing event. Didn't pay you nothing, and you didn't have that energy. You thought you was going to go to the internet and slander the man's name, and you was going to get paid. It didn't work. Like, come on, let's just be real. Dude is a stone cold liar. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, bro. Happened in a federal property at the airport.
Oh, giving you this money. Motherfucker, that ain't extortion. So at the end of the day, Future's never gonna say that.
Right. It's your player.
No, he owed the dude.
Oh, okay.
And then he didn't even pay the debt. Future didn't pay the debt. I know who paid the debt.
Yeah.
Because I know who was on the phone. I know who sent the wire.
We already know who you said paid the debt. We know this. We know you know who sent the wire. We know you know who was involved with everything. We know this. You know what I'm saying? But let him tell you he knows who it is and it ain't extortion. How isn't it extortion? Literally, when you involve everybody in this situation in this in an indictment. You feel what I'm saying? Like how? Who believes this? You know what I'm saying? Does anybody believe this? Just being real. Because I don't. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. Shout out to all y'all that rock with the channel, man. Just keeping it a buck. Does anybody believe this? No. You know what I mean? He was the one implicating everybody in the middle of everything. Him. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. Listen to it. Listen to it. This comes out of, his mouth. Shout out to all y'all.
Future old Trick some money. So me, Trick, and Big U was real close at the time, right? Hey, Future old broke some money. All right, Trick in Detroit. Me and Big U on a red-eye flight to Atlanta. We coming to LAX. We coming through the security, putting our bag through the thing. Who we see on the other side? Future and the girl that's with the back, the football player. Sierra. We see Future and Sierra. I say, bro, is that who I think it is? He looked. I said, yeah. I said, you take them, I got here. When we come to the thing, I say, hey, homie, you got that money for Trick? He take off running. I'm chasing the dead homies through the Delta. And so runs into a motherfucking terminal, and he runs into the thing, but it ain't hooked up to no plane. He left it. Whoa, bro. Wow. He runs into the terminal. True story. Runs into the terminal, right? When he run into the terminal, he take his phone out, right? He know he can only go so far, because what you gonna do, jump onto the runway? That's a long drop down there, right? he throws the phone at me on speaker. All I hear is Stunner Boy. He say, Wack, it's me, Stunner, talk to me. I say, Stunner, I'm busy right now. He said, yeah, but I don't want you to be, nephew. What the going on? I say, oh, Trick a bag, man. He can't be in our backyard and he don't throw a bag. Either he gonna pay or he finna get up and then he gonna pay, right? Trick at home sleep. He don't know what's going on. He in Detroit, right? He say, Wack, my word to you, I'll pay the debt. Let him be. I got business with that man. I said, what? He said, Wack, this Stunner talking to you. As your brother, leave him be. You got my word, whatever the debt is. Send me Trick, I pay him in the morning. On me. I'm giving you my word. I threw it back to fall off. Trick got his wire. Damn. This real, what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that was it was a real table at one time to where we knew what was going on. Knew everywhere, in every region, to where we knew what was going on, right? And we was going to move if we saw you. And our squads knew if they saw you at a hookah lounge or a club. It been times where it's like, hey, well, I ain't going to say no names, such and such at the club, lock him down. Them was go over there 20 deep to their VIP. Tell the security they don't pay you enough for this here. Look, continue to have your drinks. You're just all cool. Ain't nobody moving out.
Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. Everybody heard him say Birdman was on the phone saying, don't do nothing. I'ma pay the debt. Hold up. Trick got the wire. Birdman don't rock with Wicked100, man. Just straight up. There's no way. He's implicating him in the situation, and then this situation reignited, and he's sitting here. I know who got the wire. Birdman didn't give him that budget. Yeah. Birdman didn't give him that budget. Wicked100 is blackballed from the music industry. Don't nobody rock with the boy, man. Not at all, man. He's blackballed, man. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Shout out to all y'all that rock with the channel.
Right? So this is not extortion. It's not, they put it in there, it was a matter of respect. Again, I don't know if they have some other shit going on, but I know Big U and his homies, nobody touch Future. Now we had this little dumb dude, Doughboy, whoever the fuck he is, talking about what he know, what couldn't have happened. Did you know about a fucking Doughboy in 2014?
Doughboy, that Doughboy, not our Doughboy.
Did you know about, yeah, like nigga, you wasn't even nowhere fucking around, bro. And this is not the Future of today.
Right.
So when you think about why would Future, this runs in the future of today.
Right. This is regular.
Yeah, future of the day, you probably ain't gonna catch it no regular airport.
Right.
You private. But again, it was just a conversation. He never got touched. Was his debt paid? It absolutely got paid.
Right.
Was this you gotta pay because you in LA? Absolutely not.
In short, though, why are these new charges getting added? Is this just the product of them like speaking to more informants and shit?
Well, see, y'all gotta understand, you got charges and you got overt acts. Overt acts is just like they talking about your character. They're trying to establish you're capable of this shit.
Right.
They were trying to do. But
just look at his face, man. Look at his whole demeanor and look at how he's trying to explain that it's just an overt act. Man, if you don't think this dude is who he is, you tripping. Straight up. You tripping. Like tripping. Because he is all the way locked in.
Funny part about it is, I made it clear that Big U stayed back.
Uh-huh.
So what you talking about?
So why haven't you been charged? You made it clear that Big U stayed back and he didn't have nothing to do with it. You made it clear though. Like he really thinks people are that slow. That because you say that you made it clear that Big U stayed back, that Big U shouldn't be charged or he shouldn't be implicated or nothing. But he's the one that's implicated. Like he really think people is that slow and confused. Wow.
He stayed back. Now we got Munchie B, who's been on the rampage.
He's really on your ass.
Oh man, so let me. I'm gonna give people this math.
Okay.
His thing is the B team, the B team, the B team.
B team, elite team.
Right? Okay.
Say it loud. Say it.
So
loud.
let's do the math.
Okay.
Can I do the math?
Do the math, sure.
Munchie B. I'm a pretty smart guy. Now,
Nah, you're not smart at all, homie. Nah, you're not smart at all. I'm just gonna be real. You're not smart at all. If you were smart, you would have never done the things you have done. You would have never been involved in the things you've been involved with. You would have never did the things you did. Now you just target a certain group of individuals that don't understand what you're doing. So you're not smart at all. In my eyes, he's not smart at all. You targeting a certain group of individuals that don't understand, but you think that's smart. You couldn't pull that shit on Aiden Ross. The shit that you trying to pull, you couldn't pull it on him though. Yeah. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button.
when it comes to you and the B team made sure your ass can't see. This a fact.
Mike drop.
The B team made sure you can't see. You can't see no more because of the B team. So what I'm saying is this. Listen, bro. My claim to fame is not the fucking B team.
Uh-huh.
That was my claim to incarceration.
Right.
Poverty. Struggle. That is not my claim to fame. Munchie, you were 10 years old when I paroled out of prison. You get what I'm saying? When I paroled, you were He's born in 89, I paroled in 99.
All of these people embraced this guy. Yeah, at one point in time, all of these people really had this guy around them. He was the homie. He never cared about any of these people. Yeah, he never rocked with none of these people. He had intentions from the go. They didn't understand it. Now they see it. But you still got people that deal with the guy. You know, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button.
Story. Big U and Suge were out there in the mid 2000s. When I'm talking about 2005, 2006, 2008, they were making niggas pay. Wicked100 and all of them, those niggas was pulling up on everybody and making niggas pay. Might be a little later, might be 2006, 2007. But and they used to play good cop, bad cop. Suge would press one dude, Big U would go and be the savior. Big U would press one dude, Suge would go be the savior. Those niggas are, that's why those niggas are tight. They still partners, I believe.
That came from his homie Reggie Wright. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, man.
Brother, Wack don't hang out with the gangbangers, bro. It's just not what I do.
But you were gonna go to the verses, but then your car wouldn't work.
No, yeah, I mean, I was supposed to be in there, and I sent you all the shit.
You showed me the conversation with the game about your car.
Yeah, he wanted to use my car, so it wasn't a problem, right? And I spent down there $7,000 because the car had been sitting. Just doing shit I can show you, going to get the motherfucker registered, everything I had to do,
Wack said he was supposed to be at the verses. You make it to No Jumper every week, on time. You're there early, every week. If you were supposed to be somewhere, you would have made it. We do know that about Wicked100. If he's supposed to be somewhere, he makes it. That's one thing I can say about this guy, this lying individual. If he's supposed to be somewhere, he gonna be there. Nah, you wasn't invited. And we all know that. You were not invited by anybody to the verses. Just lying.
You got hydraulics running through it, and the night before we just kind of took it on the test drive. It was perfect, and then I lost it. One of my dumps just fell on me.
Yeah.
So I got if you look at it, you'll see I got motherfuckers at midnight, 1 in the morning. I sent you the shit to get it right all day that day. Once it got I cussed dude out today. He called me back today for some work. I said, you bitch ass, you didn't even get the car done in time. Cause you know what I'm saying? That was all his work. But I can go wherever I want to go. Munchie B wasn't even there.
Right. But do you think that if you went there, that there would have been some heated
shit.
Combos?
There wouldn't have been shit.
Definitely some people that you don't like.
It doesn't matter. Everywhere I go, and to places like that, is always people that may not like me, right?
Yeah.
But this is how the math go. They got their people and I got my people, right? It may not even be out of respect to me. It might be, but it may not be, but it might be out of respect to who with me, right? Because this is what everybody understands. This real shit. Wack100 is capable of doing things Munchie B can't. It's just a fact. And I know what other people's capable of. So if we go into this place to where we got this event, and again, my only was gonna go is because Game wanted to use my car.
Let's be real.
It wasn't my business. It wasn't I didn't set that up. I didn't make a dime out of that situation. So when Game said I need to use the whip, okay, cool, I gotta be there. My whip is a very expensive whip.
Yeah.
I'd have just totally know if that was the case.
I don't think anybody would have done anything. Let's be serious.
Listen. What dude got to understand, and this is a dude that never been around me, and it was crazy. This is a dude that cannot hold his own nowhere where he's at. If he don't got people with him, he can't defend himself. But he talks and runs his mouth as if he think won't nobody pay him some attention. This is a dude that's blind. And you get mad and upset at it, but I'll be having to speak on it, bro. Motherfuckers got eyes and ears everywhere. He moves wide open. He does a lot of dumb, stupid shit. You get what I'm saying? You can't be blind. And he gangbanging, so we say. Sloppy drunk. You ever seen me up here drunk? You seen this nigga drunk, pants falling down? So
you don't get drunk up here anymore.
No, it doesn't matter. This is his shit, right? And you're live. Look, Adam, this is a very dangerous thing when you're live.
Yeah.
Because now it ain't even about the building. You know that motherfucker sit wherever you want and just watch the live go off and watch.
One thing people need to understand, right? Wicked100's homies are convicted felons, right? And we all seen the situation that they put together with the girl Chunky Barbie, and his homies was falling all over the place. The straps fell out and, the clip came out, all that shit, right? The homies is up there with straps. We seen Wicked100 with straps. You got to understand, right? Them people, if he wasn't with them, They know that these guys come up there once a week and they're convicted felons and they have straps on them. If this shit wasn't aligned with them people, they would have been ran down on them dudes because they know every week they come up there with straps.